Simo, come here, bro. And this is our ingredient for our cheeseburgers. So here we have some tomato, some bacon, obviously the principal ingredient, the meat. Then we have some butter, the creme fraiche for the sauce. Then we have cheese for cheeseburger, some onion, and then we have some flour, and this that I don't remember the name.
Parsley.
Parsley. Yes. And the yeast for the bread. And that's all.
So, to get started, get a chopping board and some onions. Yes, the onions. Now, how do you cut the onions? You take it, one side, the head and the tail, on the trash bowl. It is very important to keep a trash bowl here at all times, because a messy kitchen is a crappy kitchen. Ain't I right? Head, peel it. And then for this, we're making caramelized onions, so we need onion strips. It's gonna be a radius to the center, like this. Then cut it. Flip. Do it again. That's onion strips. Now rinse and repeat until you have enough onions to make a caramelized onion. Now be careful because onions will shrink very much during the process.
So first we're gonna take a large
Pot. This is for the caramelized onions, right?
Exactly. And we're gonna put it on a high temperature.
High heat.
High heat, like 9. Then we're gonna put inside the olive oil.
Stop farting, please.
And then
You put way too much. Whatever.
we don't have a lot of, but whatever. When it reaches the
Correct temperature and start sizzling.
we're gonna put inside the onion. Right.
In the pan.
Yeah, I know.
In the
but
pot.
the olive oil have to reach the temperature.
Just put it.
Okay, I'm gonna put it.
You see, you make it sound. That means it's good. Come on, look at it. It's so beautiful.
It's so beautiful. And then we're gonna
Stir it and fry it for about an hour.
exactly.
So, after about an hour of cooking,
Here we are. Let's go.
this is the final result. Now we're gonna let it cool, and this is gonna go on the burger, the final burger.
Then
Yeah, looks absolutely stunning.
golden.
Has a rich and salty flavor and full of onion flavors. This
Incredible.
is gold right here. So, to get started with the dough for the hamburgers, cheeseburgers I mean, you need some flour. Just enough flour. A little more. This is just the dry ingredients and a strong pinch of salt. Occasionally, you can also add some sugar to help the fermentation of the yeast. But we'll add that into the water that will activate the yeast into. And just take a whisk. Take a whisk and whisk it up. Mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. That's our dry ingredients. So now we're going to make something called a tangzhong, which is going to make the dough fluffier and tastier, I guess, with a richer flavor. Now, to start, add some milk into the saucepan, a small saucepan. Turn on the heat and add some flour, just to thicken it. Sorry, that's the ice machine. And while the temperature goes up, just continuously whisk it. it's gonna dramatically become thicker and thicker. The heat is on about medium high, something like that. Just cook it until it doesn't taste like raw flour. Like this. As you can see, it has dramatically thickened up. Now this is gonna make our dough very much fluffier and very much richer.
So first step in a KitchenAid, we're gonna crack in 3 eggs, one at a time.
Start mixing on low.
After this, we're gonna add the tanjo inside the. I'm incredible, I know. And then we're gonna put some milk for reach the desired
desired consistency.
The desired consistency.
While doing this step, you can increase the speed to about medium. It's making a mess. My mother's gonna love this. Maybe lower the speed. If it's too wet, add some flour. If it's too dry, just add additional milk. Usually people are going to use water in this recipe, but this is a Japanese milk dough, so it's normal to just use milk now.
And it's more sweet than with water.
It's sweeter. Now this is almost the wanted consistency, and we're gonna slap in 100 grams of room temperature butter. Yeah, that's how it should be done. And just let it mix on medium high for about 10 minutes or so. Been 10 minutes and it reached the right consistency. As you can see, the gluten has developed very nicely. We can scrape it off the KitchenAid. There we go. And then pass it on to a floured work surface. Floured work surface. If I can do it right. Come on, and get it up. Come on. You know you can do it. Come on. Yeah, that's right. Now, due to the 10 minutes of high-speed beating that this dough has received, it has received a lot of strength. So as you can see, it's not soggy, but it has quite a lot of hydration percentage. So I'll just keep adding more flour and just knead it and get a basic shape out of it. Like a ball or something like that, until like it can just hold itself in place like this. Just fold it back and forth like this to create surface tension on the other side, as you can see. Now the other side is going to be nice and smooth. Now we're going to let it ferment for about an hour. And then after that, we're gonna stretch it and then fold it for extra strength in the gluten formation in the dough. Now, so just cover it up with a damp kitchen towel, like this. Just cover it up
and leave it sleep.
Let it sleep. Yeah. So now that the dough has risen, we are gonna beat it up. like it's been a bad child.
Look, a hand.
You see? It's deflated now. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna divide it into little straps, little pieces that are gonna be formed into dough balls to be made into hamburger buns. So we're gonna flour up the entire thing, and we're gonna start dividing. First in half. This is a bench scraper. It's one of the best tools that you can find and use in the kitchen. Put this aside. You see how convenient it is?
Let's divide again.
You can even use it to shape the dough. Well, I'm gonna show you in a moment, but
stop.
Yeah, that's cool. You can form this into the ball in many different ways, but the main way is this: push it through, close it up to have a smooth surface, and then just roll it.
Easy.
Roll it like a Royce. Perfect. So
now that we make all the balls, we're gonna press them a little bit like this, and then we're gonna let it prove for another 40 minutes or 45 minutes.
Yes, actually a little more. Just don't be too delicate. All right. Cover them with a towel, and we'll see them in 45 minutes. So we're gonna preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius. Start preheating, and we're gonna prepare an egg wash for the buns that have risen. They look beautiful.
Incredible.
Now, I hate to break symmetry, but I guess that's just what's needed. Now, to make the egg wash, we need 1 egg, don't forget to get the beautiful eggshells in there. Just wonderful. And the smallest splash of milk. Like this. Whisk it up. And that's our egg wash.
Very, very nice.
Shall we?
And now, with egg wash, we're gonna brush our bowl.
Delicate.
Delicate, like...
Very, very delicately. They're like little babies.
Yeah, crystal.
While Michelangelo brushes them, I'm gonna sprinkle them on with some sesame, as you can see here. That's our beautiful bun. The buns are sprinkled with sesame, and the oven is preheated to 180 degrees. We're gonna put them into the oven.
And we are ready.
We'll change the... because one will be up and one will be under. We're gonna change it in the middle of the baking process, which will be approximately 17 minutes long. Look at these beauties. Man.
And now that we see the bread become brown or golden, we're gonna take out of the cover.
Oh my god, look at him.
Look at this. Incredible.
Beautiful.
Very
As soon as they're out, we're gonna brush them with some melted butter. This is some butter that we melted earlier. Now we're gonna brush them onto our buns so that they stay shiny over time. Look at it.
Wow.
Aren't they amazing?
Yeah. Incredible.
Incredible, India. Look.
The shining bread.
Look, just the shin. Like, there's some gourmet stuff.
Here we are, boys.
Just look at the shin of Now we're gonna make the sauce.
The special sauce.
Into the chopped parsley, we're gonna add some homemade mayonnaise. Now, I just put my mayonnaise into this container, but it is indeed homemade. As you can see from the consistency.
Yeah, it is very, very, very nice.
Some ketchup, not too much, just a little bit. Now, crème fraîche, like this is the main ingredient of the sauce, so we're gonna add lots of it. We're gonna add lots of it. This one container is not enough.
Then we have the second one.
Other container is not getting out. Nice. Now the second container. It's like a ranch sauce for the burger, but it's like perfect for the burgers. Now we're just gonna mix them all together, just a little bit. Add diced pickles. Some pickle juice for style. Some lemon flavored olive oil. Very good stuff.
Then
With a shaky hand. Garlic powder. Just a little bit.
Always good garlic.
Sugar. Pinch. This is MSG. Monosodium glutamate. It's the king of flavor. Now, this, what does it taste like? It tastes like Chinese takeout.
Additive.
Never too much. It just stopped filming for a second. Next, I don't remember what it is. Hot sauce. This is
For the
hot sauce, just for the little
taste.
little zinc.
The ice machine.
Way too much hot sauce. Yes. We're gonna take the biggest and sexiest, pepper thing, and just crack it.
A few moments later.
Yeah. Much needed. Now, I forgot one thing, which is the most important thing. That is a strong pincher of salt. Yes.
Here we are.
Here we are. Now, we
Mix.
mix it all together. You hear the sound? You hear the sound? Yeah, that's good stuff. Now we feed it to Michelangelo to see what he thinks. Throw away the spoon. Good, what is in it?
Incredible.
I think
It's like sweet, salt.
personally I think it needs a more squeezer of this mayonnaise. Right?
Yeah.
A long squeezer.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, we good. Another spoon.
Like, it's very good because it's salt, sweet, and then
Rich.
yeah, it's rich. Rich of flavor.
Yeah, this recipe is gonna make you rich. Just remember my word. Mark my words. Now. Yeah, very good.
Incredible.
That's it.
And that's
So I'm gonna record this part separately because there's just too much noise and you can't hear anything. Now I'm using a cast iron skillet, which is gonna be very important for us to get our good sear on the meat patties. I'm gonna use some peanut oil, as you can see here, and preheat the pan on max heat. Put in the peanut oil once the pan is hot enough, and put in the patty once the oil gets hot too. Now get your spatula, which I had a little trouble getting. Yes, and that's not spatula. Whatever. Just smash it down so it can form a burger shape. Yes. Now I'm using a very fatty meat because I got lucky from the butcher. Usually you can find either 2080 That means 20% fat and 80% lean meat, or just 75-25. Now, in the background, you can see some bacon and some bread toasting. We're toasting the bread in the bacon fat that we extracted earlier. It's going to be very important for the sauce to not penetrate the bread and for the burger to keep in place. Now, after a while that the burger's got a nice sear, get a spatula, flip it upside down and push so the meat can get unstuck to the pan, and flip it. Now, at this point, you can season your patty with a bit of salt and pepper, as you can see here. Salt and pepper. And you're gonna put on your shredded cheese. I'm using Gruyere here, but you can really just use any cheese that you got. That's melty, obviously. And just brush it with a little flame, as you can see right about here. Yes, this is a flame. This is a fire. This is a weapon. Now just melt the cheese using that, and your patty is done. Oh. It takes a while. A very long while. A very, very long while. Scoop it up in one go and put it in a plate to rest. We're aiming for medium rare here. So, it has come to an end. We actually already assembled it once, but forgot one key ingredient. I'm not gonna say what it was, but let's try it again. Bottom bun. It's not toasted because I'm lazy.
And me too.
Sauce it up. Never too much sauce.
We have a lot of sauce, so let's use it.
This sauce is delicious. Now, what was it? Caramelized onions. Also known as Funyuns, because these are fun. Rich.
Everything with onions
flavor.
is better.
Yes, onions is the king of flavor. Now,
An important ingredient.
bacon. I don't know, like 4 slices? I don't know.
Why not?
Why not? Go heavy on it. You know what? I think we should use all of them.
No.
Yes.
Leave
there's gonna be
someone
too
for
much.
someone else.
Someone else? Alright.
Ah.
You win. Now,
Something
just
for
to,
freshness.
just to pretend that we are healthy. This. And then.
No,
our
no, wait, the
beloved-
tomato.
Hmm? No, last.
Ah, okay.
The beloved burger patty. I am hoping for a rare interior because the meat we're using today is very good quality. Now, just pick out the nicest slices of tomato. Yeah, that's good. Put it on there. Top bun.
And
Important. Sauce it up too.
Yes,
Never
but not
too
too
much sauce. Never too much. All right.
I
Now.
think it's okay.
Crown
Here we are.
the king. Look at it. Look at it.
No way.
Now, how good is that?
Something too beautiful to explain.
Yes. Now, it's the moment of truth where we slice it open and see what it looks like on the inside. Come on. Are you ready?
Yes, I am. And you?
Oh, I'm not sure. Let's see it. Perfect.
Incredible.
Perfection. Rare in the middle, and you just see all the ingredients. So
Wow.
good.